everyone is a cartoon now.
I haven't tried mine yet.
Everybody
I
is
see
a
everyone on
is a
IG.
boondocks.
See everyone on IG posting.
Like it's literally a reciprocal of boondocks. Like if you look
Boondocks.
at those stuff, it's giving boondocks standing. What is going on?
But speaking of Area 51 though, what would be what can you imagine that location?
That's a good question.
I don't think there are people who have been outside the Earth.
So you think it's a propaganda?
It's just a propaganda.
You think there's no man
Have you
that
watched
has been to the moon?
that movie? I don't know this. Hello guys, this is the TCP podcast and I'm here with my colleague. I am Joe Sonoya here with
Brandon,
Brendan Talent,
yes.
who hasn't shown us his talent yet.
I haven't shown you my talent here.
What is your talent?
I overthink. I talk too much. That is
Okay.
my talent.
That is your talent.
No, I'm joking.
I'll put a tariff on you for that.
A tariff on me
Yeah.
because I overthink.
You're overthinking too much.
Yeah, I think
'Cause-
someone is being. I should create a word here.
Word of the day
Word
is
of the day.
tariff.
Tariff.
Tariff is the word of the day.
Yeah,
But yeah, a lot of interesting stuff has been happening
a lot of it, man.
this week. Not actually this week, but this whole month.
This whole month of April,
Okay,
and
so-
it hasn't actually gone any fire.
Yeah, it's
But-
not even like mid-month. It's
No,
just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
The likes of Kwekwe,
Yeah, man.
Donald Trump. What else is there? Instagram as well.
A lot
Yeah.
of stuff has
Yeah.
been going on, bro.
Speed.
Yes. A lot of big stuff. And recently also the technological thing is in people who do editing. Have you ever seen those transitions that are popping up a lot nowadays?
What transitions are you talking about? Good
Like,
say.
have you ever seen like someone who is cooking and then they just, take the video and then they shoot it in a very, very magical manner? Like there's some transitions that they make.
Or transitions. Okay,
Exactly, if you get what I mean.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. Okay, like that video of that car that you showed.
That's exactly. Those are the. You know what?
Right.
Those things are happening a lot. Even in
Yeah.
music videos, if you check them out.
There is now like music videos. I think it's been happening for a long
For a
time.
long time, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, content creators are making money, bro.
Making money, but they'll start competing with me because I'll use ChatGPT Premium.
You see? What is that called? The Ghibli thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't done mine.
I
don't
did.
even know how.
I actually did. I didn't actually show you, but I did. If I have a lot of courage, I'll post.
you need premium or something for that Ghibli.
No, you don't even need premium.
You just
You just
tell him.
put the picture and they say tell it to.
What
People,
else?
everyone is a cartoon now.
I haven't tried mine yet.
Everybody is a
everyone on IG.
boondocks.
See everyone on IG posting.
Like it's literally a reciprocal of boondocks. Like if you look at
Boondocks.
those stuff, it's giving boondocks, bro.
Yeah, people are now acting like fictional characters as well now. Just up as fictional characters everywhere.
Like
So I think this is the peak of Earth, I guess.
the
But
peak
is
of
there
technology.
actually more to come than this?
I think so. Because these guys haven't got to holograms yet.
The cloning as well, the DNA
The
cloning
DNA
of the wolf.
Remember I still have a doubt to the people who watched what was
Game
the
of
name
Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Those wolves. That's those Stark family. The Stark family, they were the ones
They
with wolves.
owned the wolves.
So that post was saying that those wolves were cloned. Like it was a mix of
So those were actual wolves, right?
those were actual wolves, but they were dogs.
How did they have the previous extinction of those wolves from that time ago? How long were they extinct for? 100 years or what?
Well, I don't remember the
But
date.
yeah, my point is, how do you have such DNA and keep it till now? Unless you have created with something else.
You see what?
Mm,
That's what I. If you see The Simpsons, that cartoon,
yeah,
me, I think American people they have
addicted.
some shady stuff they are doing.
Now think of it, if they're making this public, think of what's inside.
You see,
Mm,
I think it was always like there's this statement in English that says that the things that you see are just a mere
a
reality
layer
of
of what is
what
inside.
is actually happening. That's what I think, and I believe it. Especially that Area 51 thing
Mm.
that those Americans speak about. I
You're
believe that.
experimenting.
Yeah, I believe that a lot. Well, the stuff that we are seeing now, bro.
And we're accepting
How can
it.
you deny it, bro? Like
we
seeing
are
yourself as a cartoon. If you
we
are
are
fat, you can
accepting it.
actually put yourself on the Ghibli thing, and then you ask it,
I
how would I look if I
yeah,
am,
I actually want to
buffed
try.
up and stuff like
So
that?
you just tell ChatGPT to just make a Ghibli character of you.
Character of you in a manner that you want, and then it turns into it.
Problem is, I don't want to do that now. Just putting your picture on AI.
I saw a
Why?
dude
Mm.
who put his picture with his girlfriend, and then he told ChatGPT to say, turn my picture with and turn my girlfriend into a snake. Bro, I'm going to put it there. I want you to see that picture.
What kind of
Bro,
thinking is that? Why would you?
bro, me doing it is fine. You can joke around with a girlfriend like that. But
But
posting it,
posting, bro, posting it. You see, that's the thing now. Why would I put something on the internet? Such things like that. People could just go through this phone and start recording, or just this laptop right here. Something, anything is possible. It's the same way with the finding scammers or something like that. You
uh,
know about this channel where they find scammers?
yeah, I know that,
The
yeah.
way they just turn on your PC there, they can actually see you scamming there, and you're doing it. You, the scammer, you're scamming
You're
someone,
scamming
and
someone
someone's
and is
watching you
watching you
scam.
scamming some. That's great. I like that
Yeah,
cyber security thing
I,
that came up. I think where technology is going, bro.
yeah. A
We
lot
need
is
to.
going on.
I think people should actually learn to embrace it. Because if we don't embrace it, we'll be left behind.
I can't, bro. I really can't.
I mean, I'm trying by all means. Personally, I'm trying by all means
Maybe when
to
the
keep myself updated
uh,
and go with the times, bro.
mind you, like you
Because
said about your phone,
the 5G.
the techno phone, you just came in. I don't think you can handle all this that's going on. I think
You
I
see
have a
what I'm saying?
version of that phone now.
I don't think
A
even.
lot is
I
going
think
on.
like even what Apple did when it said that the iPhone 6 until I think
Mm.
iPhone 13 or something,
They're cutting off,
they're cutting off
and people are
the
still
updates,
forcing it.
the updated.
Yeah.
So I think it's good because those phones I don't think they can handle this kind of stuff.
But is it the phones that can handle though? It's the people wanting to make more money. Maybe they're utilizing.
Okay, it's a good thing. They can use it in marketing,
Yeah.
but also a person who is using an iPhone 6 Pro, the moment they try to do that, give the thing on their phone, I think that small thing, it will. I don't even I cannot describe what will happen.
Someone could mod that thing also. You could jailbreak it and make it the best phone ever. Go to the bundles and you find someone there
Of
will do
course,
it for you.
the tech guys can actually
Tech
manage
guys who are meant to be in Area 51
yeah, or
outside there,
those who are meant to be
meant
in
to be.
Area
The
51
problem is you'll find them in the bundles. You don't find them in like
in the open, like in the dark
open
web. That's
places.
where you
Yeah,
find them.
you find them there, deep inside
It
there.
depends. And actually, the dark web is where actually you can be more updated about technology and other stuff more than what is represented on Instagram, Twitter. Everything that I see on Twitter, on Instagram, or what. I know there is a bigger picture behind it. And if
Yeah,
you go on the dark web, bro,
you'll
and
find
search it,
everything.
you will know what is actually happening.
That's the problem. That is the problem with the internet now.
It's
Like
literally propaganda.
a lot is going on within that picture. But have you accessed the dark web before?
I have.
How?
it changes the name, the
What
domain
is
name.
what
It
is
just
the
changes. So
what
you
is the
just
link?
try
Is there
to
actually a link
no
or
no no no
there's
no.
a search?
Like there's a search. You have to go and look for it.
How do you look for it now? Like, ever you have guides, how you in the shower?
You get
Like,
okay, but I would advise you to go on Quora, right? You know Quora, where people
Reddit,
Reddit and
Quora,
stuff like yes, you can search there. There's some people who are like the users of
yeah.
it. They post the names when the
Oh,
domain changes.
the
They
the
post,
deepest domain I've been in is Reddit, especially 3 a.m. vibes.
bro.
You
Those
see
chats people
things.
post some weird
They'll
stuff, bro.
ask random questions. They'll
Jesus,
ask
that's when you
anything.
see that the world is
It
weird.
is totally cooked.
Yeah, we are messed up. This generation
Yeah.
is messed up. But I cannot even blame this generation anymore, bro. Have you seen our uncles, our grandfathers?
Yeah.
The moment they hold these phones and what they are doing on TikTok, I
Someone's
saw
father right now is recording themselves as we speak, doing some challenge. What challenge is
that's
going on right
exactly
now?
what I was about to say.
The you don't listen to Playboy Cardi.
No,
That's
no,
the
no, I don't.
problem.
I don't.
Free throw.
There are people doing that.
Yeah.
Old guys.
You won't fail to find someone.
But that's the
It's the
thing.
same way with there were two guys
Mm.
2 years ago who were trending, busy dancing. The white guys
Yeah, the
dancing to
one.
Amapiano.
Yeah, I remember. I recently saw a woman who was actually
Dancing to Amapiano.
and singing it. The Lahore song by Shali Poppy.
Mr. Enjoyment.
Exactly. That
Minister.
when I saw it, I was like, this is giving. For me, it's the first thought that came to my mind. I'm really sorry. But do you remember the horror movie, The Nun?
Yeah, but violation after violation.
Bro, that's exactly what came to my mind. Because she was wearing this blue thingy that was
The hijab.
the hijab thing.
Mm.
And then she was busy saying, La oh, ah. I was like, bro, what is this now?
Let people enjoy their life with the technology that we
Yeah,
have.
but yeah, that's what I can say. Like this generation, as I said, as I always say, bro, we changed a lot.
But we will see. 2030. I'm
I don't,
more of type of like a conspiracy
but the
guy,
way
but
that our parents are also the people that are more older than us, the way they are like trying by all means
catch up.
to catch up and also feel like they are part of this world. I think there's a way they should do it than what they are really doing, bro. Because this is getting out of hand, man.
My problem is millennials trying to force it. Like,
Yeah, you see, that's what the problem is, bro. Like they are giving us a like okay, let me give you an example. Like there are couples who are married, right?
yeah.
That who have an Instagram page, right?
Hmm.
And then they are posting their love life. And the idea did not actually come from them. They saw younger
People
people doing
doing it.
that. And they are in their mind, they're thinking they can also do the same. But you know, when us now see older people doing that on Instagram,
It's
we will
now
feel like,
what is going on here?
and we will just say, so it's normal.
It,
Let's just let's just do it.
let our grandparents see these stuff and you'll see what happens.
Now our grandparents will never. They would, some of them, but a few of them. Our grandparents are the people that are just left with a very rudimentary mind now. But
We have to
are we
take
are,
care of
are we are getting out of here?
our parents now.
But we have to take care of our
We have to
parents.
take care of our parents now. But yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
what else can we do, bro?
I don't know. At this point, I don't. I think we have to find a way
But
to do
the
it.
good thing is that I like it at the same time
Mm,
because expressiveness. I don't know if they are doing it just because
mm.
those people are famous or if they just want to be expressive,
Mhm.
their childhood.
They didn't have a chance.
Yeah, maybe it's just them letting it out and then
Mm.
people know how it is. Maybe it's those things. But you know that people
Mm.
do this just for clout.
Yeah,
But
for real.
yeah. But the annoying thing is that the people who try to act cool now, like nonchalant, all those things,
Yeah.
just be expressive. It's okay. Just do what you like doing.
But bro, it's affecting us, bro.
It is affecting you guys. How like how is it affecting you?
Okay,
Like
personally for me, because I'm aware of myself, right?
you're
It's okay,
self-conscious.
of course.
Okay.
But a 16-year-old, 15-year-old girl, personally, directly to a girl,
50.
15, 16-year-old girl,
Okay, 15, 16.
right?
Mm-hmm.
She's reaching puberty stage,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of things that she doesn't understand is happening now. And then she goes on Instagram, she's seeing someone who is the same age as her mom on Instagram being grabbed by the husband. It's not like, what? What are the thoughts, bro?
Maybe
And Instagram is saying, when you are registering, when you put 16-year-old, yes, it knows
it's
that
not
you are a kid and stuff, but there's some content that it's still revealing that are,
yeah, that's the thing I was talking about last week about
mm,
yeah, you can put parental guidance, but
but
at the end
you
of the
know,
day, I could be a friend who'd be like, yo, look at
look
this.
at this. You see what I mean? So I think the responsibility is no longer on the applications now. It's about
What
the
you are
society
surrounded.
itself, as
Mm.
parents, as kids, as what we should just know what is right for our eyes and not. Because these applications will never change. They
You
want to make money, these guys.
you are part of that society that is complaining. We should be also doing
Ah, bro.
that.
I, I hate it so much when I say it, bro. Because
Mm.
I think about my little sister, bro, and say, she's young. She hasn't actually been exposed to stuff like this. But I definitely know it will come a time when she's going to be exposed to it. And the way that the times are moving, bro,
Mm. Very fast.
very fast. And with no time, very soon, we are the ones who are going to be the so-called adults.
Yeah, we're gonna
Now
be
I'm
the
actually
ones
saying
mentoring.
so-called adults because the adult is not adulting.
That's the one thing that this life has no balance with. Having to grow out of things and having to have responsibilities. Like such things, taking care of people, bro.
Like for real,
Small children.
because you need to
Yeah.
understand, like, it's a small kid.
With what I have seen so far, with what I have now,
Mm.
it's really going to be difficult.
I think it's gonna be a mess, bro.
It's gonna be a mess with
As a
the way
Christian,
people
if
are.
Jesus doesn't come back this soon,
We are cooked.
now we are cooked.
We are.
The way that it is now,
Mm.
we are cooked. That's the thing.
You could search up your name and it'll pop
And then
up
it will
there.
pop out. And imagine when you
It'll
search it up
pop
when you
up.
are grown, it will be the internet will be there to just remind you
That is the
what
problem.
happened.
That is the problem with posting on the internet now. That is the problem for me. I have a fear of that.
That's when
You're
you see that.
applying a job
Mm,
and your email is, I don't know, talent got big muscles or something.
mm.
And then your boss is like, is this you? This is you right here. Explain yourself.
That's what I even think. This stuff that happens in university, and then you are busy shooting a video
Recording.
and what, and then you post, and then stuff like that, and then you just feel like everything will just be fine.
I personally don't think it's going directly to your friends, even if you say you just sent it to your friends.
Mm.
Snapchat, bro, these apps, you have to think sometimes
That's
like
what I'm saying,
sending
bro.
such things.
Mm.
Those messages that you send, you should know that it's not only going to that person like your message, it's going somewhere
The
else.
data.
The data that you're sending is going somewhere
Or when you
else
say
also.
on WhatsApp, I'm going to clear the chat. That's not really
You see,
that clear.
no matter how much you tell me this thing is encrypted, bro,
Yeah.
I won't believe. I
Because
won't believe
honestly,
it.
because our minds, honestly, they won't actually accept the fact that something is secure when I'm not the one who produced
Yeah,
it.
I don't even know where it goes.
Like when you put a password, they'll tell you that this password is personal to you. What?
Or they set
Nobody
you a
know.
password. Yeah.
No, like when you create a password when
Mhm,
you are logging into a Gmail or any other platform,
mhm.
they'll just tell you that this password is like you're secured. There's no one who
Yeah,
will
there's
know
no one
it
who's gonna
and stuff
find out
like
and all
that.
those things. Not so long ago, there was this time where
Mm.
you'd had to write a hint to remember your password.
Oh yeah, I remember. What was that?
I think it was on Windows. I don't know
Mm.
if it was on Mac or
It
something.
is on also in Windows. Yeah.
If you
Mm.
get it incorrect, it
Mm.
will give you a hint.
of
of that,
mm,
and that also knows your password. That same device that you set your
mm.
password on knows the password. I mean, I get that, yeah, it's supposed to know, but like, there are other things that are back there.
I'm sure these are thoughts that people have done. I know people don't trust these things.
Like Aura, there's this thing application called Aura where you have to subscribe so that all your things are like they're protected with
Mhm.
cyber security. You cannot log into anything, nothing. No one can hack you and all those things. Where exactly is it going? What are they doing with that information?
With that data.
There's going to be someone who's going to just wake up and crash out and be like, you know what?
Or like when people guess the password like on your
Mm.
device and stuff, like hackers when they find out your password, how do they find out my password if my password is with me?
Is it your is it you? Yeah. But
If it's not in your machines or your data, how
where
do they find
yeah,
out my password?
where is
Because if it's
exactly
mine, it's not supposed to be anywhere else. It should be with me.
it's the internet.
It's internet, bro.
Really the
Well,
internet.
there are some things that we never understand until you maybe get involved in it. Maybe if we get to even make our own applications and stuff like that, we'll end up understanding what is going on.
But speaking of Area 51 though,
Hmm,
would be what what can you imagine that location?
that's a good question, bro. Me, I always, when I first heard about it,
Yeah. What did it tell you
I
exactly?
because I really,
Area
really,
51.
I think deeply in my heart,
Yeah.
I don't like America.
Why?
I don't like that country. Not that I hate the people, but I just don't like it as a country. Just getting involved in like saying, let's go to America. It's not like something that I would be like, let's go. With the things that I had to learn. You get what I mean? Firstly, so when I heard about Area 51, those days I was not exposed to the internet and stuff like
Yeah, yeah.
that much because I was, back home. Back home, when you are in the ghetto, you are not exposed to a lot of
You
things.
don't really
You
know
just,
much what's going on
yeah, you
outside.
just know your society.
Yeah.
That's all. So I was like, no, Air 51, I'm hearing this alien. The first times, people say that there are aliens
Yeah,
there and stuff,
so
the funny
trending
things, the
about
jokes and
aliens.
stuff,
Hmm.
no. But I got to understand that no, 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 no. It's not just about aliens and stuff like that. There are actually secretive stuff that are there, bro. Some of them, they get reviewed by people who have been there, but they just end up having like a problem with the government and stuff. Then they get like fired, and
What
when
do
they
you
are
think?
fired, they come on camera.
What do you think happened to those people who expose such secret information?
Some people get killed. From what I have seen, like on channels on YouTube, the conspiracy channels, that
Yeah.
those channels and stuff, they start showing people who will be saying, "Hey, we went there, we have been working." Some of them are liars, of course, but there's always some fire to the smoke, bro. There's no one who would they like. Let's just say a multiple number of people just come here and say, Joe lied about this, Joe did that, and all of them are lying. They might be lying, but there's some should be some truth about what
Some
they're
truth
they're
to the
saying.
matter.
Yes, there are some people who can create stories, bro, but there should be some link to what is true, bro.
To what is true. Okay. So, like I said, how do you imagine Area 51?
I what I imagine
Yeah.
there is some futuristic stuff
Going on there
that they
already.
are making, bro, that I think they know the world is not ready for. Personally, unlike China, I feel like China, yes, it has some stuff that it is hiding, but it tries by all means to make their people aware
Slowly and surely of
eh,
what's going
of
on.
what's going on. That's what I think. But for those guys, the way I think, even if you see the way they release their stuff, you can see that this is strategic. This is something that is planned.
We want to see what's going to. It's the same way with the portal. You know that portal
Yeah,
thing,
the portals, the black
and then
hole and stuff
it
like
was
that.
closed already after some person was showing the tits.
You see, so me honestly, that's what I think. And they release these things.
Hmm.
with a planned strategy, knowing that at this moment, because China has done that off. If you see what happened with DeepSeek when DeepSeek released, you see what happened from when DeepSeek was released until now. The way the AI is just transformed.
Now the levels.
I definitely believe ChatGPT, this Ghibli thing was already there, but it was just waiting.
Planning. They were planning.
There's no way, bro, that you can say just DeepSeek just release something and then Elon Musk released this thing and then the other thing released ChatGPT.
It
Then
was
that is,
already there.
it was already there, but they saw that if we just wait any longer,
These guys
the
will
market
take
will
over.
just take the market.
So the BYD and Tesla thing.
You see,
Do you think there's something bigger than BYD?
Tesla will release something. Believe me, I know. Because those Americans are not stupid.
Yeah, but don't you think it's a propaganda saying that you don't like USA because of such things you've seen instead of being in USA? It's the same way with USA people saying China this, China that, China this, up
Yeah,
until they saw the
yeah,
speed.
I
They're like,
understand.
ah, wow, China is way
But
ahead of us.
would you blame me, bro? America is all over the internet, bro. Like unlike China, America is all over the internet.
Okay, when I ask you China,
Hmm.
what do you think of China? What's something that comes to your mind?
For me, because I've experienced it.
Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the
Okay,
truth.
the honest truth.
If you didn't,
As
yeah,
a
if you're not
student,
here,
as a student,
mm,
as a student, China doesn't open enough for me to feel like I am settled.
okay.
Yeah, as a student. I don't know if I wasn't a
But
student, but as a student, I doesn't.
even if you're a student, it can give you a lot of opportunities. I mean, just learn some Chinese and you'll know you'll go far with
Yeah, exactly. That's the part. There's a lot of
it.
hard work. Anyway,
Hard work pays off in China.
everywhere, bro. There's no
Mm.
way you can eat without a sweat. But I'm just saying, for China, from what I've experienced, yes, you need to be speaking their language in order to make it. But as a student, there are some constraints, bro. A lot of them.
I mean, yeah, there are some constraints. They are very strict with
With
those
their laws,
visas.
bro.
Like, if you're a student visa, that's your student. You're supposed to be doing student
Student
thing.
stuff, yeah.
But that shouldn't constrain you as well. That shouldn't give you a limit of like, okay, fine. It's the same way with this.
Hmm.
We're recording ourselves and posting on YouTube. You know,
Yeah,
if our school headed to hear about this, maybe I don't know.
you will
Something will
never know.
happen.
Something will happen. You see,
Something will happen.
that's the thing about
Mm.
China, bro.
So
Mm.
yeah, that shouldn't constrain you in having to do something to find some bread, I guess. But yeah, but like I said,
Mm.
if you're not in China
Mm.
and you're in Zim, at the community there, and I'd had to ask you, what do you think of China?
Of course, because of what is presented.
Yeah,
Like,
what
do
the
you know the idea that comes to my head
yeah,
first?
exactly.
Eating snakes and dogs.
You see, thank you very much for that. But after you've been here now,
Mm.
have you seen people eating snakes and dogs?
Bro, no.
It's rare to even find people
Personally,
eating
I
snakes
haven't
and
seen
dogs.
any snake or any dog. Like, personally, to see it in front
The
of.
way they
No.
take care of dogs in China is very,
There are places,
very
I think,
nice.
like there are like literal communities that I recently saw that post on WeChat.
Mm.
I don't like what that algorithm does. We'll talk about it. But I recently just saw that post. Like what like recently in class.
Yeah.
That guy was in I don't even know the city. They were speaking Chinese, but I heard some of it. I think they were saying Guangzhou, but I don't know which part of it. Bro, there was a live crocodile, bro, was being cut in the street, and
What?
there were sacks of snakes.
Hmm?
Sacks like bags of snakes.
Snakes.
Bro, actual snakes.
Wait, wait,
And they were cockroaches. They were mice and rats.
wait. It's the one that the guy sent in the group.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That video. You saw it, right?
Yeah, but
So that's
those are specific places, bro.
that's what I'm saying, bro. But honestly speaking, that is okay. I've never felt sorry for animals to that extent.
Okay, yeah, that is truly messed up. Having to slaughter. Such animals like that.
Like the way they sell a fish while it's alive in a shop, bro. They kill it in front of you. I saw a video of a I think it was an African person who was cooking on
Mm.
WeChat. They bought a fish
Market.
in the market. They brought it back home. They're putting it in the pan. The
It's
moment
over.
they hit up, bro, the fish jumped from the pan.
It
What
just,
is that, bro?
but like me, what's funny is the way they hit, the way they hit those fishes
Bro,
when they take it out of the pond. When they just throw it, they just
on the
throw it
ground,
down
like
on the
literally on the
ground,
ground, bro.
and you just hear that sound there. I'm like, hey,
What's wrong?
that is good.
What happened to fridges? Like you can kill it whilst I'm not there. Put it in the
Uh,
fridge and come out. I'll just come and get my fish.
okay, I think the
Yeah,
reason why they do that is because they want to keep it fresh.
yeah, for reals. Yeah, they want to keep it
Because
fresh.
you know how nice that fish is once they kill it. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
it's nice, bro. But
And they're
yes,
also trying to prove something, I guess. Maybe
like
3D
authenticity or something,
authenticity or
like
something.
so that you can believe that
This is actual
this actual
fish.
fish
This is
and
not
it's not
fish
fake or
we
something like that.
experimented on.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
you gotta think about like how many chickens do you have in the world or water? Like, do we run out of food?
In
Do
China,
we no like
mm.
in the whole world? Think about since the time.
Since the time the world started, I think God has been providing to me.
Yeah.
That's what I think, bro. With the way that the world grew,
Hmm.
I think God has been feeding us. Bro, imagine
There is no scarcity of
we just
chickens.
like
Beef is just
India, China, those two countries,
already 3 or 4 billion.
4 billion people, bro. And then if you check the statistics of amount of I think vegetarians are the other people that help us
Yeah.
in terms of meat. They they help the world a lot.
What is like okay? You're trying to say there's a percent of vegetarians that have helped us a lot. Like, do you think it's a half or
No, 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 no,
but
no, no. The world,
30% or what?
because I think, bro, because even dogs can replace the vegetarians, bro. Because dogs also eat meat, bro. But
Also,
but I just think, bro, with the number of people in the world,
yeah.
I don't. Let's just say, in a day,
Mhm.
how many women give birth?
We can like
We cannot
actually
actually
say,
have,
yeah,
but of course, there are a lot of women
there are a
giving
lot of
birth, like
women.
as of today. Then you can think, like how many animals? Now we will say
How many
because
animals
we
give
eat
birth?
beef, we eat pork, we
Chicken.
eat chicken. All those animals are giving birth right now. So imagine it means that we are saying the number of human beings being born today
Mhm.
against the number of animals being born at once everywhere else with the kind of meat that we eat. So I think we will never run out of food if we look at it like that.
Okay, okay, okay. I see what you mean.
You see what I mean? Right? I think so. So for my thought, because I'm Christian, I know God is feeding us.
But is there never a thought of like we'll just run out of something like
I
oil
think
or
stuff will get extinct.
petroleum?
Petroleum stuff like that. Yes, they can run extinct because
Because all the cars that have been manufactured throughout
mm,
Earth, how much petroleum is in the world?
but it's changing, bro. Imagine how
Because there was a person who had invented a car that could take in water,
those people are easily shut down, bro.
and then they were shut down because
You
of
see,
competition or business.
exactly. You see what I mean? Because these people they know they have a time they want to release these things. If
Yeah,
they see that there's someone else who wants to do it,
yeah.
but at an earlier stage than they want,
Mhm.
they will threaten you. You remember what happened to that Zimbabwean guy
The
who created
Zimbabwean
a
guy
car
who
that runs
created
without
a
any
car without nothing,
nothing, the
nothing.
literal atmosphere, bro. Do you hear his story when he
They
went to America?
he just disappeared.
He said his partner was killed, and then he managed to escape to come back to Zimbabwe. That's what he said.
How did he escape? Like, how did he from USA to Zimbabwe? How?
And that's what I don't understand also, but
Because
I don't know.
I know there will be someone who has to find you. And you know, FBI's don't play around. If you watch these movies, the movies should also give you a subliminal sign of like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, this.
example here.
Let us show you some like
Yeah.
those Nigerian movies
Mm.
about witchcraft. You see that
Example.
Nigerians they can show you something,
Yeah.
but I think that's the point exactly of there are some stuff that they know people are aware of, but they don't want the world to be aware of it,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can make profit out of it, so that they can make as much money out of it as they would want.
But is everything about money, bro?
Everything is about power, not
Why
money. But money will give you power, bro. It's a major part
the
of having
person
power in the world.
the person who I'd want to be vexed to is the person who started all this thing of normalizing
Hmm.
money,
How
power.
are we, bro?
That
You
person,
go back to the I don't know where
that guy, I really messed it up for all of us, especially school.
school.
I given up on school. Me, I don't like school now.
M- My and Baba Sinwai,
I don't like school now.
the money you're paying at Lishui University is going for nothing.
It's going for something. We're going up.
You said you don't want.
Next year, that's when we will be done with this.
No, 2027, bro. It's 2 years from now.
2027. But yeah, at least there's no trouble. It's mandatory. I
Hmm.
don't like it, but I'm still doing it.
Yeah, there's some
I
things
still
that you
have to
don't
do it.
like, but you
And
just
I
have
have
to
to
do it
still,
because we need these papers.
I have to do
In
it.
this world and times, we need these papers. But
Because, like I
mm,
said, you shouldn't have this mindset of like, you're a student. Do student things. That's what China wants you to do. I'm not going to be the one having to be your barrier of like, fine, do it, you, because I believe in you. No,
mm,
I'm just saying, common sense, bro. Like, just do other things and stop thinking about school only. Don't just do school things. Just do
that's
something.
yeah, that
Mm.
part that's true. Because bro, imagine getting out of this place with just a paper, bro,
Bro.
and then you start chasing a job for about 2 to 5 years.
You know, there's still some people who are failing to find jobs even after this.
Bro, that's the messed up part about you about
Not
this this
only
this this world now.
not only in China, but all around the world. People have graduated, they've done everything, and now they are still stuck. That's the problem with this education system. They tell you to do something. Of course, they are getting something out of it, money.
Of course.
But you're gonna have this identity of like, I have a degree. You do that. Since I have a degree, you're doing all these things, huh?
Mm.
You know that meme?
Yeah.
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 The, that meme.
But bro, money is
That
is the
person
root of
who
all evil, bro.
normalized money,
Money is the root of all
trading and all
evil
those
as
things.
always,
Yeah.
bro. Because power is the thing that I don't think actually you'll be aware of it at the beginning. You can like what we when we say that day that success means purpose, success means helping my family and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be there. Yes, honestly speaking, people are very honest, but they won't be sincere. Like you definitely know that this is what you want in your mind, and your feelings are telling you, your emotions are telling you, I want to succeed because I want to help my family, I want to do it, so forth, so on. But I think in the heart will hide the feeling of power from you. Because I think when you have a certain amount of money, bro,
It'll show
it will
you
show you who you
your
are,
true
bro.
power.
Your true
Self.
self will actually come up front. And then, bros, when you are a man who is capable of doing anything in the world, bro, I cannot actually fathom the feeling of being there. I cannot even feel it.
Okay. So in your perspective, if you're the most powerful man in the world, what's the first thing you do? Like 2 minutes later,
Mm.
you're on the list of Brendan Talent Charumira is the most
The Forbes.
Forbes.
Bro, you know what? When you say that, my heart is like, yeah, this should happen. Forbes list.
Mm.
I don't know, top 100.
Top 100. You're above Bill Gates. You're above
No,
Elon.
no, 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 no. Top 100 is like, had, I can be number 100.
Oh, but you want to be in the
In
list.
the list
But
of
what
Forbes.
I'm saying is you're one now.
Elon. One of us can
Number one.
literally feed the whole world. Literally, because in the whole world, we are like, what's the number now? Have we reached about 8 billion or
Can he
something?
really feed the world?
Because that guy is literally
I know
302 billion.
he
Right?
has.
If he gives the world, if he gives every individual $1,
Mm, he still has some change. I get that.
about 200 something billion, bro.
I know, but
Mm.
he can.
He can feed the world. So
I'm
one bro.
sure there's been a thought of that.
Mm.
There's been a thought, but bro, that cost as well.
Their costs, yes, their costs, their costs. I won't lie. And there's tax.
These tax.
Yeah. You see what when I say the algorithm, I don't like it. We spoke about the things that we spoke about right now. I
Yeah.
recently saw them. The thing is, when I saw a post that was saying when a person was paid 1.5 million,
Mm-hmm.
and then after tax, how much that person has
They got
in America, bro.
600
It was like it was nearly 600,000, bro.
You see,
I think when a person is stealing in the bank, it's illegal.
but
But
when the
this,
bank
when
is
the government is the one that is stealing, it's illegal. Why, bro? How a person worked for 1.5 million, bro, and then now you are giving him 600,000? How is that fair?
I think that's the reason why they had implemented those checks as well, Donald Trump.
What's that taxation, bro? Imagine you are paying tax. It was called what? Disability something. Why are you paying tax for disabled
Insurance,
something? Insurance, Medicare, and what was the other thing?
or
I don't
they
know,
show
tax
the
something.
receipt
They show like every kind of tax that you'll be
paying
paying.
once you get your salary
1.5. It's like they took like
They-
2/3
of
of your
your
salary. Bro, it's like you are working for nothing, bro. I don't think that will
Now
be
think
fair.
of UK. The UK, I'm sure people work every single 24
I don't think that's fair, bro.
Even
Bro,
for footballers. I know, yeah, footballers, they have money, but the
but the tax.
and all those things.
That's why when I think about it, I'll be thinking like, how much are those people actually making in reality? Like in reality, like.
So you have to think of it that way with Elon Musk. I mean, he can if he wanted to, but bruh.
But honestly speaking, that guy can actually give you
Would you?
the world breakfast, lunch, and supper for one day. The world, and
Would you?
still be in the top 10.
Would you
What?
provide for the whole world if you're Elon Musk?
I think because a person when they are rich, there is more responsibility. Like he wants to take people to Mars. I'm not saying he's taking the money that he's using for that project is only his. Of course, there are partners and stuff like that. But I think because there is more responsibility on what he's trying to do, that's what I think. I'm not saying his money is keeping it so that he can do for the world the best. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But what I think is what he's doing
Mhm.
on his perspective, trying to take the world to Mars. As a person who he sees that he's the most richest person in the world, I think you would feel like, yes, I'm now responsible for having a future
Mm.
to drive to get it. Because that is actually something that maybe some people imagined and wanted to do, but the amount of money that they had did not allow them. They wanted to take people to Mars. No, it's not because in every idea that a person has, you're not the only one that has it.
Maybe someone
Somebody
else.
has it, but because of resources and stuff, you may not be able to do it. Even sometimes it might not be even Elon Musk who had the idea of going to Mars. Maybe it was someone who told him about it, but because he's the person with the resources,
You'll go for it.
he will fund it. So that's what I think when you get there, yes, you might think that when you get there, you might be able to feed the world. But when you sit there, the amount of heavy pressure or responsibility that falls on your shoulders, bro, I think it might not allow you to do so.
Is it really necessary to go to Mars?
In my perspective, I think it is. With the
Why?
way that we are destroying the earth, I think so. I don't know. I mean, some people won't like what I said, but I think so. Even though it's a big move to go to Mars, bro. Imagine. I wonder how much would be the cost for a trip there.
Let me just die with the soul that made me.
You want to down it?
Let me just die
Of
with the
course.
soul that made me.
Yeah, of course. Everybody would think that, but me, I would love to go to Mars. I want. I'm not gonna lie.
You'd love.
I would love to, bro. If that happens, whilst we are still alive, I'm telling you, I would really love to, bro.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Not
mm-mm.
to stay there,
You're
but
testing.
just to go and just look at it.
Yeah, China, it's fine. USA is fine.
Mhm.
But
The Mars.
outside it, you're testing something, bro. Yeah, I don't know why.
There's something you are looking for.
You are testing. No,
Mm.
you are disturbing. You're not looking. You
You are disturbing Mother Nature.
You are disturbing something. Leave things to be there.
But since, bro, since the old times, we haven't been living in the world as it is.
Like
We
I
have been
said,
testing stuff.
the movies have subliminal messages. They will tell us example here. I'm sure there are things that have been done to people outside. What is it? Outside Earth that they're not gonna show us, but they'll show it in movies.
Yeah, they will.
It's the same way with you know what I found weird about the people who left?
Mm.
You still remember the man and the woman that went out of Earth and they came back? Was it last month or last year?
Last month, I think it's last month. They came back last month.
January, yeah.
It says it was, they were supposed to stay for 3 months. They ended up staying for 9 months.
They left June, July.
Yeah.
This guy, they're in space.
Mm.
He has a fresh cut
In space.
in space. So tell me what you think of that.
The barber went there.
This guy, if you're in space,
Yeah.
hair should be growing out of you. I cut my hair. When was the last time I cut my hair?
A month ago.
A month ago. Look at it now. This guy still had the same hairstyle.
Oh, you're saying the same hairstyle.
Same hairstyle. He
So
left.
what I think is, I think he learned how to cut his hair. I think maybe I'll have to research. Maybe hair doesn't grow in space. I think so. Bro, imagine you have
I don't know
24
if
hours.
it's the man
Okay.
if it's the woman.
We are literally bored by staying in our rooms here, bro. Even for more than a week. If you don't go outside, you feel bored. You have a lot of time when you are in space, bro. You can learn a lot of bunch of things.
You're learning the environment outside Earth. You're studying the air, the conditions, everything. I'm sure they're still researching about that, the signals and all those things. But I don't think there are people who have been outside Earth.
So you think it's a propaganda?
It's just a propaganda for me.
You think there's no man
Have you
that has
watched
been to the moon?
that movie? I don't know, this movie about space.
Mm-mm.
A space movie with Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I remember. What's it called?
But you know the movie.
I know it.
Yeah.
That's the one that you're saying. No, that one.
No, not that one.
Okay.
The Channing Tatum one is the one where he's a space agent. Like, he's a good space agent that tells people, coordinator of the spacecraft and all those things. And then Scarlett Johansson is a marketer. She's the one marketing NASA, making people want to watch NASA more and invest in NASA and all those things, promoting it and all that.
Oh,
so now
I remember the movie.
You know that movie?
I remember it.
So now there were
remember the
two
movie.
views.
That's a very good movie, though.
There were two views
Yeah.
of what was going on. And Space Coordinator wanted people to actually see people leave.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
But then Scarlett Johansson was given a nice offer. to show that USA
Mm-hmm.
was the first one to go to space,
Mm-hmm.
but not actually going to
To
space.
space. Yeah, I remember that.
So they were at some field. I don't know what field
Yeah,
was
they
that.
created
They created a space
it's
station.
yeah.
So that's what I think. That's what I think. What's going on there?
Me,
Me. That's what I think. Cause like,
but bro, like there is literally footage of those rockets leaving, bro. There is literally a picture of the Earth, bro. So that kind of evidence, bro. I don't know, like a literal picture
we
of the
search
Earth.
up it. It's gonna show us a round ball of Earth, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna show us a round ball with clouds everywhere and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it, bro.
So you are literally thinking there's an imagination of somebody who literally did.
I can believe the continents despaired,
Yeah.
but that I don't believe that. That one I don't.
I was not expecting you to say that.
That one
Yeah.
I don't believe a photo.
Me,
Earth is
I
like,
know.
hey,
I won't deny what you're
Africa
saying, because I
is
know
that
there's a
small.
lot of propaganda in it, but I don't think everything else is a lie, bro. Because some of the stuff that they show, honestly speaking, bro, those things are possible. With the world that me literally with not going to space, but with the technology that is on the earth, I don't think there's we can deny that they have made something that can take them out of space.
I don't think we're at that stage of having materials to take us out of space. Bro.
Well,
Space and coming back.
yes.
Aye, bro. No, I don't.
Did you see a footage of
Those guys landing.
did you so bro,
I saw it
that thing literally came back and landed.
on the sea.
Not on the sea, bro.
Where?
You see that shaft that it takes off from the cannon that falls
Oh, it
from the
landed
rocket.
somewhere.
It came back to land back on the shaft. Elon Musk SpaceX was the first
Yeah.
thing to do that. Because all of them they always fall in the sea. But this time it came back and came back on the bro. What I would think I'll find the footage and put it there. It landed smoothly back. So me honestly with all that, and that happened live on television.
Live on there was footage. There was conspiracies saying that there was a footage of where he was filming it.
I don't know
You
now.
see now.
I don't know.
You see
But
now.
personally, bro, I feel like
And it was live. And
mm,
apparently it was not making sense. But I'll try find that also. And then we'll see.
we'll see. But comment in the
We've
comment section,
been
guys, and tell us what
long.
you think. Is going to space a lie? Like what
It's
Joe is
fake.
thinking?
I think it's fake. On my mama, man. But daddy, that thing is fake, bro.
Yeah. So this was episode 6, bro.
Episode 1, 2, 3, 4.
5 and 6. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, make sure to share, comment, and like. Then
Subscribe for sure.
subscribe. Come on, guys, please subscribe and tell us what you think of these videos. It's a dry comment section, and not too many people are watching our videos. Just people just playing hide and seek. Just watch, scroll up.
I
Exactly.
like it. Keep on not watching. Keep
He's
on
lying. He
not
doesn't like it. I don't like it
watching.
personally. I don't like it. But yeah,
I'm having sleepless nights.
support.
Guys, we love you. Thank
Thank
God.
you.
Thank the Most High. We'll see you on another episode.
Thanks to the Charumbas, Sinoyas, to all the people who are
Supporters.
watching us. We really do appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys are doing. And yeah, bye bye.